You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. We have guests. I've got a story to tell. I gotta talk about some stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to Outdoor Adventures with Kerri, where we are currently sitting indoors and we are the place that teaches the sport fishermen how to fill up their freezers with fish. Anyway, welcome back, guys. If you saw my last video, let's address a couple of things. If you saw my last video, you'll notice my hair was a different color, and this is the actual finished product. I started that as a vlog. I'm horrible at making vlogs. If we haven't figured that out yet, I think we all know. Yeah, I'm not the greatest. Sitting and talking, I can do. Telling a story like that, doing it with a video, I'm still learning. Catch me in the moment, we good. Catch me outside, how about that? But we're good. But vlogging from start to finish, lots of clips. I'm new here, okay? But this is the actual finished product. I wasn't sure that I would go here. I was actually like not deciding. I know most of you don't care. I do. I'm really proud of this. I did not go to a salon. You probably should. Yeah, I did this myself. Pretty proud of it. Looking pretty good for the winter months. Probably gonna keep it like this for a while. Anyway, so I'm life is wild. I'm gonna say that. If you know me personally, you know that I just suffered the loss of a friend. For those of you who don't know me personally, I just suffered the loss of a friend. Gone too soon, hit me out of nowhere, and I'm not gonna go real deep into this video on it, but I do want to acknowledge it and acknowledge her. She was a heck of a human being, and sometimes when we lose people, we think about that. Sometimes we'll say, God takes the good ones early, and it seems really true. This girl, this woman, she's a young woman, but we went through our 20s together, and she was just, true as gold when I needed a loyal friend. And I was able to be that back for her. And, I'm grateful for that. And I think it's really important. She's one of those people that I was able to tell how I felt, to her. I felt open and able to do that. And I think it's really important that if you feel something, if you think something good about somebody, or you feel something on your heart, even if it's just a random Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, reach out to that person and tell them. You never know. You never know. They might need to hear that. It might be one of the last times you talk to them. But yeah, I went through that. So life is a little bit bitter in that arena, but really sweet in other arenas. I've got big stuff happening that I'm very excited about. We've got the segment on Outdoor Oklahoma. If you are not following that YouTube channel, you need to go check it out. Outdoor Oklahoma. It's all the outdoor Oklahoma stuff, wildlife, all of our Department of Wildlife Management information. Not all of it, but a lot of it. You can find it on there, and there's segments of episodes from, I think, that air on TV on PBS. So yeah, it's go subscribe to that channel. It's gonna be on there soon. That segment should be coming out within the next few weeks to a month, I guess would say. This still within this winter season. So according to the TV producer, super excited about that. Yay, that's a big thing that's coming. And as you saw, if you watched the last video, if you haven't, you should go check it out. And went and caught some fish, brought in 3 fish that day. I showed you, I think you just saw the catches on there, but got those cleaned up. They're in the freezer. I'm actually, well, I'm gonna leave that information out for now because that'd give away my big information. So I'm gonna hold off on that. But I've got a lot of really awesome things coming up. Maybe you can gather some hints up in the next few videos. I will be unleashing what news it is. And you guys, I'm sure you won't miss it. I do want to touch on one more thing. I did say in my last video that I was going to talk about independence and hyper independence, and I am going to talk about that. We're going to make it short and sweet. I posted something on social media this morning that made me think of this again. And it's not the money, but that motivates me. It's not having to ask anybody for help. And I really resonated with that because that is true. And I guess you could say one of my greatest strengths and biggest weaknesses is not asking other people for help when I maybe need it or should delegate. And I guess that determines on what circumstance, because in a professional sense, I'm really good at all that stuff. In a personal sense, maybe not so, maybe not so much. So, like, if I have, you know, things break or car problems or stuff like that, I tend to like panic and not ask for help. The reason that has happened is because when I have asked for help, it wasn't always there, or there wasn't always anybody to ask for help. But I have learned over time that even though you can be a strong, independent person, and sometimes life makes you that way, it's not like a choice that you're setting out to be like, I'm going to do this and this and this. It's just that life hands you some tough cards and you got to play them. You don't have a choice. And that's kind of what I was dealt. And in that regards, sink or swim, right? Get a swim. You end up becoming really strong and you forget that you can ask for help. And it's a lesson I'm learning. And I think that when we talk about being independent, um, yeah, we want that. And I want to talk about that because it is kind of a resonating theme, like on with my life. You know, yes, I'm a strong, independent woman. I go out and do fishing and kayaking and all kinds of stuff by myself. Uh, but I also still need help with things. I'm not, you know, can do it all. And I think that sometimes, me speaking personally, I can go into that coping state where I become hyper independent and I'm like, I'm not going to ask for help. I'll just figure it out, you know? And that can be unhealthy and it can be overwhelming and it can be stressful. And it is a coping mechanism. And people who have been told no, or again, help wasn't there necessarily when you needed it, that is kind of what you know. And I'll be the first to say, like, you know, y'all know me. My number one viewed video on here is breaking my ankle and driving myself to the hospital, not asking for help, except to the medical professionals. You know, I didn't ask for help getting there, and there was something very lonely and empowering about that. If I wouldn't have gone through that experience, I wouldn't be here right here now. And going through that experience, I realized I need a better group of people around me. A and B, I can do it. There's a lot I can do. You know, yeah, I have my limitations. And when I'm past my limitations, that's when you ask for help. You don't have to do it all. If there's other people around willing to help, you know, you really don't. And that's why it's really important to have a good circle. And you don't want to be codependent, you want to be independent. You don't want to be hyper independent, you want to be independent. Yes, you might be able to do it all. Should you? That's only really a question you can ask for yourself. Don't know if anybody else needed to hear this today, but I felt like I needed to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with being an independent individual. You should be. You should strive for that. Independence is a wonderful and great thing. I hope that when you watch my videos, it does maybe incite a little bit of that in you. If you're a single woman out there and you want to get out and about, but you are maybe nervous about doing it by yourself, go after it. You don't necessarily need somebody watching you, you know? Just go after your dreams. Just go after it. Don't let not anybody being there stop you. At the same time, if there's someone there to help, don't turn down the help. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay to accept some help. Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes. I've got some big changes ahead in my life. And even my kids' lives. And I'm about to be embarking on a journey. I'm going to set sail. We're going to call it that. I'm going to set sail. And I'm going to let this Oklahoma wind take me to places I have never been before. I'm super excited. And I'm taking y'all along with me. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will. If not, we'll all laugh and cry together. You know? But let's just see if you can guess in the next couple of videos. I'm gonna give, let's see, I'm doing roughly one video a week right now because that's kind of what I can do with my channel. But let's see if before the beginning of the year, anybody can figure out exactly what it is that I'm doing. And if you haven't guessed it, you can guess it. I'm not going to confirm or deny. Just pay attention. I'm curious. I want to see if anybody can figure out, like, don't put any comments yet in this video on what you think it is that I'm going to be doing. I'm doing the dang thing. And you move in silence, right? It's been in the works for quite a while. And it's reaching to that point. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys stick around for the journey that you don't even know, that I don't even know. I mean, I know, but you don't know. I hope you stick around for that. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very exciting. There will be water involved. There will be fishing involved. Are you ready for this? Because I am. I hope you will tune into my next few videos because I'm going to be dropping hints subliminally. It's not subliminal if I tell you, right? But you will only know if you had watched this. Otherwise, it will be subliminal. For everybody else, it will be non-subliminal. It'll be liminal. I don't know. I'm not a smart person. Anyway, catch you on the next one, guys. Toodles.